I'm Adam Trent, and this is how my story began. Our family saw David Copperfield when I was about 8 years old. I don't even remember him doing magic. All I remember was the way that my family felt about it. I remember my mom was like, wow, he's charming. And my sisters were like, man, he's cool. And my grandma was like, he's adorable. And my dad was like, that guy is awesome, isn't he? And I just remember 8 years old, I was like, whatever that guy's doing, that's what I want to do. That same year, I got a book on magic, and that was the beginning of all this. I was obsessively passionate about something new each week as a kid. One week, I wanted to be a rock star. The next week, I wanted to be an NFL player. The next week, I wanted to be an astronaut. Then I wanted to be in a boy band. I still want to be in a boy band, actually. That part hasn't died yet. Then I wanted to be a magician. My parents just figured that's the fad of the week. I was always very into music growing up. I loved music. I loved dancing to it and singing to it and playing instruments. But when I discovered magic, it had this extra little sparkle that music didn't have. People reacted strongly to it. As soon as I got that first magic book, I started reading it every single night until about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd learn a trick, I'd run to my parents' room, I'd turn on the light and say, Mom, Dad, pick a card. And they were as supportive as parents can be for it being 3 a.m. My dad was like, we need to get this kid an audience that's not here. And it was for my sake, but also for theirs. So he called up nursing homes, and he was like, who wants a free magic show this weekend? I was 9 years old. And they were like, yeah, I mean, you can drop them off and we'll let them do magic for our residents. So every single weekend he would drop me off, and I would do several nursing home shows around Boulder, Colorado. It was like a little tour. And I told my friends, I was like, sorry guys, I can't come out this week, and I got a big tour this weekend. I did not tell them it was a nursing home tour, because it's not near as cool that way. When I was doing these nursing home shows, I would get to the end of a card trick and I was like, was that your card? And they were like, I don't remember, I forgot what my card was. And I was like, this was it. Trust me, this was your card. When I was in middle school, I asked my middle school principal if I could perform a show for the whole school. And he said, yeah, how long's your show? And I said 6.5 minutes. And he said, well, it's a 58-minute period. So if I pull everyone out of class, you have to fill that whole time. And I was like, okay, well, I'll do a 58-minute show then. Put together about 50 minutes of brand new material within a week. And what it was a combination of music. It was the dancing and the singing that I'd done my whole life. I put it together with the magic. And that was how I filled the time slot that I had. And I went out and I performed it for my peers, the whole school. I have no idea what I was thinking. It was adding the music and the comedy with the magic that really made the whole thing work. As any kind of performer, you're always looking for what is it that makes you different and unique. And for me, I'm very fortunate that it was this perfect accident of all these art forms that I already loved and I was already good at, combining music and comedy with magic, and that they all worked harmoniously together. It's been that foolish ambition that's kind of been my key to success. I've never had the answers to everything, and I certainly don't now. But I think that the whole point of magic is believing that anything's possible, right?